The 2007 season ended the wrong side up for the Speed Source Mazda team. But a new year, new livery, and a new direction.
Meto's Nick Ham, David Haskell, and this man, Sylvain Tremblay, took the victory in the first round of 2008, the Daytona 24-hour. But Sylvain, a lot of people thought that the dominance of that Mazda would continue here at Homestead. You guys didn't qualify on the pole like you did at Daytona. We're going to have a strong car today, or is this heat going to be a big factor?
I think it's going to be a huge factor. I mean, obviously, we know this track. We know what happens with the temperature. Just a wonderful race at Daytona for Castrol and for Mazda. Here, we're not starting up front, but that's fine. We have a game plan. We'll stick to it. Track conditions is going to be a big factor. Lots of yellows. So I think the Castrol Mazda is going to be great today.
Well, they certainly have the home track advantage. They know the track well, and they won it in 2007.
GT struggle has been titanic. This mighty little RX8 has done a sterling job so far.
Sylvain Tremblay flashing his headlights as he wins the GT division.
We were flat out the entire time. A dream come true. Mazda's back.
On so many levels, personally and professionally, that was such a significant and special win for the Speed Source team. And Calvin, we constantly refer to them as the little Florida team that could, but now we can see they really can.
Well, Lee, I think they're the favourites for this GT Championship, no doubt about it. And it's not just because they have the points lead right now. They have an increase in resources. They have Castrol on board. They won the big one. That's the biggest sports car victory for Mazda since 1991 at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. So they have a lot of momentum right now. They also have political savvy. Last year, they won races but weren't consistent. They kind of showed their hand too early. I don't think they're going to do that again. They have a great team strategist in David Haskell, who sits on the pit wall here today. He shared the driving duties at Daytona. I think they have all the cards right now.
The sharp operators, aren't they? Endorsed. And he can't quite do it as we get our GT field away. Split starts as always and full field this year. And it's Kelly Collins who will lead them into turn 1 and 2.
Wow. Andrew Davis got roughed up there a little bit going down into that turn 1 area.
That's what I was talking about off the outside there in that dirt. Comes back on.
And that looked like the Mazda, the 70 Speed Source Mazda. Indeed it was. So Nick Ham, with his hands full, was able to get it back on track, no damage, but that is a very common place for the cars to run off track.
I think that's Dominic Farnbach, a second car in line, who made a good move there.
And David Eppringham in that Mustang, the 50 coming up out of nowhere. That car wasn't qualified that well, so big moves here.
Tim Lewis Jr. too, for the Auto House Pontiac team. Pontiac is the car that we will talk about a lot, I tell you, because there's been a lot of teams purchasing the GXPR in the off-season. They saw what it could do last year. They think it's the car for 2008.
Right, and he just goes right to the middle of the racetrack.
And there you see the damage. Unfortunately, worse is to the Mazda.
Of Andrew Davis may have got balked just a little, and that's what sent him off. And this is Thorne making his way back as we see our third full course caution fly. There is part of the racer's edge Mazda on the side. Seems Ballou has been forced to just drive through because he can't serve his penalty under caution. Chris?
Well, lots of damage to the 30 Mazda here, guys. Robert Thorne brought it to pit lane. The team pretty much waved him off and said, hey, it's done. We're not going to be able to fix this. They put the car down, and they're just going to have to drive it back to the truck.
Wow. John Meraki will be desperately disappointed with that. 2 new drivers, some new sponsors, a new campaign, and a new car. And it has not started the right way in 2008.
well. Meanwhile, Brian.
Haskell in, or Tremblay in, I should say, in the Speed Source Mazda. Tires and fuel down here. It'll be their last stop as well. Things going smoothly right now. The 69 in as well, right behind them. The fuel is in, the tires are on. They should be dropping him and getting out of here soon.
Good comeback from the 69. Jeff Siegel has done a good job.
The clutch issue on the previous pit stop. They are in a second time to top up the fluid reservoir. So maybe I saw the door come open. Dorsey may have had to take care of that once again.
Yeah, there's a master cylinder on the passenger side inside the window there where they can take and open that up, put some brake fluid in there, pump it up. Obviously, it does have a fluid leak that's going to continue to leak through the race.
Talking about why the 06 Jan Magnussen didn't pit. Maybe they're going for the overall victory with all of these cautions.
That's Patrick Dempsey who's spun.
There was contact possibly with the 57 that has Robin Liddell behind the wheel. And just to get back to that Chrome Racing issue, you can...
Don't make a mistake, man. So it's good. I mean, just an honor. You know, I've been a fan of his ever since he was driving F1 for Stewart way back when. And, you know, I went to the Formula Ford Festival 100 years ago, and he won it, you know. So had my eye on him. Never thought I'd drive with him. Just, we got these resources, you know, with the Corvette team, and we being a sister team, it's just a lot of fun. It's just an honor, so.
Well, he's been smiles all weekend running with Jan, and he's going to get a run with him 3 more times. The rest of the year, he'll be paired up with Mark Bunting.
And this isn't Leighton's car, but it is the sister car, the 07, with Kelly Collins behind the wheel, chasing down Nick Ham. We go winner at Homestead, Miami Speedway. Pruitt.